You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I am so thrilled to have Miss Gwen Taylor back joining us this afternoon from Accept on World AIDS Day. And Miss Gwen, thank you for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
First and foremost, tell everybody what Accept is and this phenomenal organization that you've started here in the community.
Accept is a nonprofit that my husband started in 1995 through our church, but now we have our own separate 501c3. But it was founded to give education to people in the community regarding HIV and AIDS. 2 people in our church died of AIDS. No one told the pastor, and these 2 young men died without anyone being from their church at their bedside because of misnomers and, misrepresentation about HIV. So that's why we started it, to start education in the community regarding HIV/AIDS, how you get it, how you don't get it.
And because this was how many years ago?
1995, my husband started it.
1995. And it's hard to believe how the world has changed from 1995 to now 2025, because again, those young men died without their spiritual leaders there in the room with them because they were afraid of what they would think.
Exactly.
And so now to see your church and your husband embrace the community and start this 501c3, in all those years, what have you done to help our community?
Sarah, I've just had a blast. I was 77 on my birthday, October 28th. And we had a celebration about Accept, and the things that we've done for a small nonprofit like ours is phenomenal. We started going to churches, beauty shops, barber shops, community events, spreading the word about HIV, what it is, how you get it, how you don't get it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people still think you can get HIV/AIDS from hugging a person or kissing a person, but not so. You cannot get it that way. So we just had to educate the community about HIV, and that you don't have to be afraid of people living with HIV or AIDS.
Right. And nowadays, thanks to medical advancements, it's not the death sentence that it once was, especially back in the 80s when we're talking Ryan White. I remember as a kid that story, the Ryan White story, because I think he and I are about the same age. Yeah. And so seeing the difference. Is it also a misnomer, though, that people aren't as afraid of HIV/AIDS anymore, like the way that it was in the 80s?
They are not afraid. They're not afraid as they used to be. In fact, the young people say, well, I shouldn't say the young people, but there have been statements made, well, if I do get HIV, I got medicine I can take and I can live, which is true, which is phenomenal, because we have a lot of HIV clients who are 60, 70 years old now, and they're living with HIV, and they're undetectable because they take their medicine and they're dying of other stuff,
Well, and also, the medicine isn't cheap, and healthcare is not cheap. And you are helping your clients also with other life needs because much of their money may be going towards medicine.
We're really blessed. You mentioned Ryan White, and that's who we're funded by, the Ryan White CARE Act fund that comes from the feds to the state of Nevada. And then we are funded through the Ryan White CARE Act funding. So Ryan White pays for people's medicines if they're not on a medical plan. So we don't do anything medically. We're non-medical, but we provide non-medical case management for them. They can come and talk to us about anything. We'll help them get resources. If we have the resources, we'll give it to them. But and then we also do support groups every second and fourth Wednesday nights. We bring in speakers. Our next speaker is going to be Dr. Pain Management Specialist. I'm not sure if I can say his name.
Sure.
On TV? Okay, Dr. Dennis Patterson. He's going to come talk to my patients about HIV and pain and neuropathy, because a lot of them suffer neuropathy with HIV.
I only think of that as a diabetes side effect, but that's an HIV side effect.
Well, a lot of them do have diabetes too.
Okay.
Yes, and you can get it from cancer treatments, because I have neuropathy from my cancer treatments.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this is phenomenal. And again, we brought you on because this is World AIDS Day. Tonight, you are going to be speaking. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we partnered with Northern Nevada Hope since like 1995, maybe before then. And tonight we're having the World AIDS Day event at Northern Nevada Hopes, 580 West 5th Street, upstairs. And my husband is doing the invocation and the prayer. And then they want me to talk about history of Accept and Hopes. Actually, they told me just to talk. And I said, well, you know what I'm going to talk about? I'm going to talk about our partnership, because it's been a long, loving partnership. And I love Sharon, the CEO at Northern Nevada Hopes. And so we're going to talk about our partnerships and what we've done down through the years.
That's fantastic. Well, we absolutely love you, and you are welcome to join us anytime, Miss Gwen. You are such a pleasure, and I can't wait to meet your husband.
Oh, he's a hoot. Yes. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for this privilege.
Well, we're very excited to have you here and all the good work that you do. If anybody wants to help,
100 Washington Street, Suite 250, Reno, Nevada, 89503. We're right downtown on Washington and First Street, right down from the park. From, what's that park on Arlington? Right down from that park on Arlington.
Wingfield Park, yep.
So listen here, what I do need though, I need a CPA on my board.
Okay.
Or I need an accountant that can help me with some fiscal policies. That is a desperate need I have right now. So if anybody out there is a CPA or an accountant that wants to serve on my board, I need you like yesterday.
Wonderful. And then your website.
www.acceptonline.org. Acceptonline.org.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching 2 Plus U Nevada.